Alrighty, people. DTN Living Life, DTN Transporter. Question in reference to the Malibu. 2017 Malibu is our flat tow vehicle. Okay, it is an automatic, so it is flat towed while in neutral. But first of all, we'll get into the hookup here. This entire hitch system here can actually be detached by taking those two locks off, and this thing will pop right off. And then those bars right there that go back into cylinders that are behind this fender here, they can actually be slid out, and the only thing you'll see left is going to be that bar right there. This whole piece comes out. So yeah, if you take the locks off, this part comes up, carry this off, then that part, and the same thing for that over there, will actually has a clip on it. You unclip it and it will come right out. So therefore you'll only have those two pieces down here that will stay. Now these two pieces down here, this side here and the one on the other side over there, are attached to the framework. Okay, framework that's behind here. The thing about this one, the 2017 Malibu, some models have a louver system that controls the airflow that goes into the transmission cooling system. If you have the louver system, then no, it cannot be flat towed. And I'll show you that in the manual here in just a second. But yes, this is a 2017 Malibu LT, and yes, it can be flat towed. What I talked about, the transmission being put in neutral. Some transmissions can be put in neutral and flat towed if the transmission's set up to where when the tires rotate, it uses an oil pump to pump the oil throughout the transmission. Okay, so therefore your transmission stays lubricated the entire time it's in roll. All right, while it's in neutral. Now, one of the other features about this Malibu is that you have to disconnect or pull fuse pins 10 and 41. Now in my case, I didn't pull fuse pin. I installed this little relay switch or shut off switch. So in other words, whenever I push it down, the electronics is shut off and will not run down the battery. That's the reason why you have to pull the pins 10 and 41. So that gives you that information there. All right, I'm going to pause this here in a second and we'll take a look at the manual, and I'll show you in the manual about what you're looking for when you go to pick up and decide if you want to use a vehicle for flat tow. It will tell you in every manual whether or not your vehicle can be flat towed or not. So let me get the manual out and we'll go from there. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so we got the manual out here, and we go back to the back under the index, towing, and under vehicle towing continued vehicle is page 354. So we flip over to 354 where they continue it, and then we get over here to where it says dinghy tow. That's what it's called. It's referred to as dinghy towing. It plainly tells you 1.5 engine without active shutters, RPO VRI. Now that's exactly what my vehicle is the 1.5 liter engine, and it does not have the active shutters. Comes down here and actually tells you right off the bat, vehicles with active shutters cannot be dinghy towed. Okay, it gives you an illustration that it can be dinghy towed. It gives you a picture showing it there. Then it goes in and tells you exactly all the things you need to do to actually do this entire thing. And like I said, fuses 10 and 41 you'll be pulling. You can go to the instrument panel fuse box at page 314 and see what those are and all that good stuff, and you'll find out that it's the one of them's a module, and then the other one one's a module and one's the dashboard. So what you're doing is you're shutting off all the electronics, so that way the dinging when you put it in neutral and shut down the engine, it will start dinging, telling you that you need to put it in park or something to that effect, and that dinging will continue. Well, that'll run down the battery. So that's the reason why you're pulling those two actual fuses to stop that from happening. definitely go to your manual on the vehicle. Do not listen to a salesman. Do not listen to a mechanic. Because here's the thing. People don't realize it, that every vehicle out there on the market can be flat towed if you change certain features. There's things you can change as far as the transmission that will make it a flat tow. There's things that you can change as far as moving drive shafts, make it flat tow. All these different things you can do to make it flat tow. But you want your vehicle to be a flat tow right out of the manufacturer's book. So therefore, you don't have to go and do extra work. All you have to do, and yeah, the extra work I got to do happens to be put it in neutral and pull pins 1041. And as you've seen, I put a on-off switch for those, so that way it makes it real easy. And yes, for the first year we did pull pins 10 and 41, and then I finally went ahead and put that switch in. So it works either way. But yeah, there you go. There's what is involved in us doing flat tow with the 2017 Malibu. And like I said, when I looked it up, 2018 wasn't flat towable and the 2016 wasn't flat towable. I think the 2019 becomes flat towable. It's just different models have different transmissions in them that has that pump capability to keep the oil flowing over top of the gears that are in there as they spin. So that's what my understanding is. I won't say I'm 100% accurate on everything I just said, but I know what we do, and it's worked great. Unless you accidentally knock it in reverse, and if you go back in my videos, you'll see the one that says the Malibu's bleeding. Yeah, that's the one I knocked it in neutral accidentally and towed it 280 miles while it's sitting in reverse. Not a cool thing. All right, peace, love, and joy, beings, people. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button, dislike, like again, subscribe, notifications bell, and y'all be safe out there. Peace, love, and jelly beans.